Hey guys, welcome back to this skyscraper funnel. We are now ready with BuzzStream. We got it all ready. We know which content we're gonna reverse engineer. We're gonna pretend we have the content on the site even though I don't have it in that example. And now it's time to actually make the list of the people we're gonna email to ask for backlinks. So I'm gonna take the Nerd Fitness beginner's guide to paleo diet example. It had a bunch of links. And if I make a beginner's guide, there's definitely good reason to outreach to people that would link to that post. So now that I have my project selected in BuzzStream, so you need to select the project first. I need to install the Chrome extension that you see I have on the window here, and I'm gonna link to it below, right? So you guys can just go and download it and add it to your Chrome. Then go on Ahrefs, put the URL of the page you're gonna reverse engineer, scroll down, and then go into links. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of filtering for the links. So like we don't necessarily want the do follow link, the no follow links, sorry. The do follow links, we want them. We're going to pick one link per domain. There's no point outreaching for each page that links to that page on the domain. And you can see we went from 21,000 to 431 links. So that filtered most of the links out, and that's great. That's the links we don't really want to work with. So now there's basically there are 9 pages of 50 links of people that I could just outreach to. Obviously, a lot of these people they're just not gonna qualify for me to outreach to, but that's okay. Really, all we need is 20-30 links from that piece of content. I'll be pretty happy. So once we have that list in Ahrefs, the buzz marker, the Chrome extension for BuzzStream, allows you to right-click anywhere and to extract the links from a page. And if you didn't see what I did BuzzStream buzz marker and create a prospecting list. And what it does is it finds all the external links on that page and creates a list of prospects. And it's really quite good because it allows you to create lists of content of prospects really quickly. So once you have these, you can filter out the ones that would make no sense. In that case, it's kind of weird actually. I just saw it before, but it seems like a lot of online marketing sites picked it up. So I'm gonna actually remove some of these sites, and you can see I can just do these. And also sites like the Huffington Post will probably not link to you. Merkle probably won't link to you either. Something like BuzzFeed, you can't really outreach to them. This is online marketing as well. Think Traffic is online marketing. So I'm just gonna clean it up pretty quickly. This is content online marketing as well. This, I have no idea. Reddit is not gonna link to me. And so, yeah, you can actually just save a ton of time by going through the list and remove sites that don't seem like they would make sense to outreach to. So the Huffington Post definitely not gonna link to me. I wish, but they won't. So I'm just gonna go through the list really quickly, remove anything online marketing because it seems it's been picked up quite a bit. A privacy policy site, I don't really care. So that's it. I just removed a bunch of the ones I didn't want, and then I clicked on start prospecting. And what it does is it's gonna open each site, and you can see I have a list of 36 sites from 50 sites because I cleaned it up, and it's gonna allow me to just review it. And that's a great site I could outreach to. I mean, that's a high quality piece of content from a vegan athlete, it seems, that linked to these guys, otherwise it wouldn't show up. And the good thing is BuzzStream actually goes and finds a ton of the emails that are on the page. Now obviously they're not all correct, and I guess it picked it up from the comments, and you can see that's a great piece of content because it got a lot of comments, but I don't necessarily want all these emails. What I want is an email at nomeatathlete.com, and actually there are a bunch here. So like there's media and there is reviews. I guess I'm gonna outreach to media in that case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the other emails, and then that's it. And BuzzStream actually found the email. I didn't have to find it for me. And I also have the link to a contact page, and I also have their social profiles. Now I can choose which type of site this is. In this case, this is a blog. If I want to tag people, I don't want right now. But what you can do is, since you remember in our outreach template, we need to have the name, we need to have the URL where we want to link, which is that URL, and we want, let me check what we want actually. And we want a reason for outreaching. So we want to say why we're outreaching to these people, right? So I'm just gonna try to write the name, and in that case it's Matt Frazier. What I would do is I would probably go on the about page to make sure it's the author of the site in general, because otherwise that's gonna be a little bit weird if it's a guest post or something. So yeah, it's the owner of the site, Matt Frazier. So I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna add his name. Then role, he's the owner. If I wanted to have a bio, I could. I'm not gonna do it in that case. Relationship stage, well, I could do not started, or I could go, for example, and follow him on social media if I can find his social links, which I guess it found it here. So maybe I would just follow him on Twitter. So I would just open the Twitter, and I think I'm on Authority Hacker right now, so yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I would just follow him, go back, and my relationship stage is followed on social. But before I attempt to outreach, really, I want to reshare some of his content. So maybe I would just like buffer this. So if you have Buffer app, it's very easy. You can just buffer a piece of content, log in, and just buffer it, and then you can jump directly to reshared, and then maybe you can drop a comment and jump to comments. You can basically further the relationship as much as you want. I'm just gonna follow on social for this case. Overall rating is a good thing if you're gonna prioritize. I'd say it's a pretty good site. If you have the mouse bar as well, you can, let me just turn this on, but you can find actually that the page authority is 47. Domain authority, I can't see it because this bus stream thing is just blocking it. That's a problem, but it's a pretty good page. It seems like it has 495 links. So I'd say it's a pretty good page. It's high. And my reason for outreach is that something like I really got into paleo in the last 2 years. And when was this published? Is there a date here? If there's no date, what you should look is you should look at the comments. So you can see like it's been published in 2010. So I could be like, and your guide was one of the pieces of content that got me started. So that's a great way to just give a good reason to outreach, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be true all the time, obviously, but just something that just flatters the ego a bit and just makes sense in the context of the website. So I would, in my template, it just says because, and then I just give a reason. So that's gonna be my custom field is gonna be filled automatically, and I'm gonna put the suggested host content URL to be the vegetarian paleo diet, and that's it. Then I'm just gonna save it on Burstream. And basically, all you have to do is keep filtering people that way. And if I go back in Burstream and I refresh, then you'll see that now this guy is in there. His relationship stage is followed on social, and then you can go and check his site. And if I open his profile, there's a bunch of information about him. So it's a great way to just manage all your contacts that way. Like, I'm not gonna do a lot more, but basically what you can do is you can keep going through the pages on Ahrefs, keep doing your prospecting list, run through them and go to the next page and fill your entire project with a bunch of people that you would outreach to. It takes a bunch of time, especially when you write a reason why you're gonna outreach, but that's how you get high response rate and you get a lot of links. If I got a link from this guy, I would be pretty happy. I mean, like, let's check the domain authority, 55. Yeah, and I think it's possible. It's very possible to get a link from this guy. So that's basically it in terms of preparing your prospects. If you have any questions, let us know, and I'll see you in the next video.